and back again. I have put the straight wires through the garter edge of my new shawl for blocking. Now I'm going to show you how I put the pins in to hold it in place, and I'll just talk about the blocking process a little bit more. So thanks for joining me, and once again, forgive me while I get the camera in place and show you how I start blocking with the pins. Alright, so you can come down here, and now you can see I have, let's see, where is it? There we go. Sorry about that. I have the straight wire in here on the edge of my shawl, and I'm going to start putting pins in. And what I've done is I take the shawl and I spread it out, and I like to get just as much length across this top edge as I possibly can, because I like a really nice long shawl. So because I like to wrap it around my neck. So I keep smoothing out the wool until it has stretched, to the end, farthest point that it possibly can there. And I have picked I'm not super precise about these things, so what I do is I pick a spot on my blocking where it has these little notches, and I know that I'm going to pin straight across at this top notch. I mean, you can get out your tape measure, you can do all kinds of things, but I'm usually a little more freeform than that, if that's what you want to call it. So I'll just start putting these pins in. I put them at about a 45-degree angle, and I mean, I will end up, pulling these out and putting them back in and repinning, and I just do it every, couple inches or so at a nice angle, and that will hold that right in place. And then when I want to pull the shawl, actually, I'm going to change that, because I'm going to do it this way at a 45-degree angle, because I wasn't thinking about that correctly. When I pull, I want this wire to stay in place, because this does have some yarn overs that make kind of a lacy type edge. I'm sorry, lacy quality to the fabric. So I want to have that secure in place. See, now I can pull this, and this will stay exactly in place as I want it to. Now I want to keep making sure I'm lining up to the same point that I picked on my blocking board. So I'm going to keep moving it down here so you can see what I'm doing. Just every couple inches or so. I poured my pins out here, so alright, so that's really all there is to that. Keep going here. I keep thinking about what I'm going to do when I get old and I can't get down on my hands and knees and, crawl all over the floor and stuff to block my shawls. That may seem funny, but I actually do think about that. Like if I had a horrible knee injury or something and I wasn't able to do that, that would make me very sad. To train somebody else to do it for me, I guess. Supervise. Alright, I'm moving along. So now I'm on the other side. I mean, you really could get your tape measure out and measure from this, oh, whoops, I pulled that out a little bit. You could measure from this, this center point right here, and then you could measure out so that it's the exact same distance, from here to the end, and then from here to the other end, and then your shawl will be perfectly even. And I may even do that after I just finish pinning here to make sure, because this is for a pattern that I'm doing, so it's always good to be precise when you're writing a pattern for other people to knit. It's a good thing, right? Okay. I'll move it along here. See, I'm still right at that top of the curve there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I'm keeping it right in line as I go. And then I'll give you a viewing of the whole thing there. So the pins are nice and tight, snug, 45-degree angle right up against the wire. So again, like I said, I can pull the fabric and really make it, the holes come through. All right. I enjoy blocking. I don't mind it at all. I think it's really fun. And then just the anticipation of the wool drying. I'll put a fan on the wool to really let it dry. Okay, and then what I'll do is I'm almost to the end here. I'll make sure it's all situated exactly where I want, and if it's not, I'll pull those pins right out and redo it. I don't have any trouble doing that. No, never worry about redoing stuff in knitting, because that's just what it is. You know, a lot of beginners get really concerned about that. But it's not a big deal. All right, so let me see if I can kind of show you the expanse of the shawl. There, got all blocked out all around here to the end. Okay, now I'll show you, I'll come back and I'll show you what I'm going to do in the, for the edging, the ruffled edging. I have to make some decisions about how I want to block that. So thanks for joining me. I'll see you soon. Bye.